This enhanced version of Skoda's third generation Fabia has been usefully improved as part of the brand's efforts to keep up with front-running designs in the supermini segment. There's smarter looks and sharp pricing, plus this Czech contender gives nothing away to its rivals in terms of safety and media connectivity.
These days, Skoda can't see the point in offering this Fabia with anything other than 1-litre 3-cylinder petrol power, which is, after all, the optimum configuration for a small car of this kind these days. The range kicks off with the 75 PS normally aspirated MPI unit, borrowed from the brand's smaller Citigo model, but we'd strongly encourage you to find the relatively small increment necessary to upgrade yourself into the far preferable turbo TSI version of that engine. This unit gives you nearly 60% more pulling power through the gears, and it comes in both 95 and 110 PS guises, the latter optionally available with a 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox. That's what we're trying here, incidentally. Most buyers will stick with the manual. That's a 6-speeder on the 110 PS variant, but it's offered with only 5 ratios if you opt for either of the other 2 available engines. Under the skin, this Czech contender uses older underpinnings than those you'll find in its VW Grip, Seat Ibiza and Volkswagen Polo Supermini cousins. Now that does make a difference when it comes to potholes, speed humps and abrupt changes of direction, all of which trouble a Fabia rather more than they would a Polo or an Ibiza. Most of the time, though, you won't really notice much difference. This Skoda's ride quality is set up to prioritise comfort, and it deals with normal tarmac tears quite adeptly, and it works well for highway cruising. Plus, the Fabia impresses when it comes to low-speed manoeuvrability. Its light steering, its tight turning circle, and its great all-round visibility makes town travel easy. It's pretty frugal too. Even this perkiest 110 PS 1-litre TSI model manages 60.1 mpg on the combined cycle and 107 grams per kilometre of CO2. In its original form, this third generation Fabia aimed to usher in a fresh era in Skoda design. Previous Fabia hatch and estate models, it's a look that's been smartly updated by Karl Neuhold, the brand's current head of design for this facelifted model. This smarter front end is distinguished by a crisply contoured bonnet which flows down into a wider grille with vertical slats framed either in chrome or, as in this case, in black. It's flanked by headlamps that now feature more intricate detailing, apparently a visual tribute to the Czech Republic's cut crystal glass heritage. These lights can now be ordered with optional full LED beams, and LED daytime running lights are now standard fit across the range. Let's take a seat up front. There's brush effect, dashboard trim and contrast stitching on the door armrests. The straightforward models get better quality seat fabrics. You can now specify a centre front armrest, and top variants like this one now get illumination for the centre console compartment so that you can more easily find things like house keys in the dark. The key change, though, lies here in the centre of the dashboard with an upgraded level of infotainment. The previous 5-inch screen is now replaced by this smarter glass-fronted 6.5-inch monitor, and that's fitted as standard across the range. Let's take a seat in the rear. Headroom is still unbettered in the class, and in terms of footwell space, well, it's just about possible for one 6-foot adult to sit behind another, although in such a situation the rear person's knees would be rather buried in the front seat backs. That'd be even more the case if your Fabia is kitted out with the thick sports seats of this top Monte Carlo version. Time to check out the cargo area. Now here you'll find the main reason why so many buyers would choose a Fabia rather than Skoda's smaller Citigo model, which comes with a boot nearly 50% smaller. Once you've negotiated a fairly high loading lip, you'll find 330 litres of luggage space back here. If you need even more space, then sign up for the estate version. It's a small estate that just isn't, well, small. The spacious boot offers a 530 litre capacity. So, how to sum up? Does it matter that the Fabia isn't the newest kid on the block when it comes to the supermini choices you could make? Probably not. true, there are certainly more stylish and sharper handling cars you could choose in this class, but most of them will cost you quite a lot more. If instead you focus on the things that you're actually going to most need in a Super Mini of this kind, ease of use, low running costs, practicality, it becomes clear that the Fabia still emphatically ticks a lot of those boxes. It's still a car in this class that you can't ignore. It may not be the small runabout you'd ideally dreamed of owning, but it could very well be the one you actually need.